we'll be going over Worksheet 6-1 and Worksheet 6-2 of IRS Publication 970. And these are with respect to Coverdell ESAs, or Education Savings Accounts. So for people who still contribute to Coverdell ESAs, they basically perform in a similar manner as college 529 plans. However, there are some tax differences. We won't cover them for the purpose of this video. We'll simply assume that you are contributing to your Coverdell ESA and that you are determining whether or not you can contribute and how much you can contribute. So Worksheet 6-1 covers the modified adjusted gross income calculation, which you will then use to determine how much, if anything, you can contribute to your Coverdell ESA in Worksheet 6-2. So let's go ahead and begin at 6-1. Our family, John Doe and his wife, Mary, made $100,000 in adjusted gross income on their as reported on their Form 1040. Now we're going to add back some items that may have been excluded. Now these are all hypothetical. I can't think of a situation in which a taxpayer would actually claim all four deductions and exclusions, but we'll go ahead and do that. So the line 2 contains the foreign earned income exclusion and or the housing exclusion, which you would find on line 45 of IRS Form 2555. In line 3, we'll add the foreign housing deduction, which you could find on line 50 of Form 2555. On line 4, it would be $2,000 of income originating in Puerto Rico that's excluded from income, unlike the next line and the previous lines that does not require a separate tax form. In line 5, we'll enter the amount of American Samoa income being excluded on IRS Form 4563. So you'll find that on line 15. Once we enter those totals, we'll total lines 2 through 5. We come to $11,000. We add that to our AGI figure, and we come up with a modified adjusted gross income amount of $111,000. We'll be using that over here in Worksheet 6-2. So let's go ahead and start with that. So on the worksheet, the maximum contribution in all situations is $2,000 per ESA per year. So we'll enter the MAGI from Worksheet 6-1. We come to $111,000. The cap, or the start of the phase out, is $190,000 for married couples filing a joint return. So we subtract line 3 from line 2. In this case, we enter 0. We can skip all of this, and we can take the full contribution amount down here below. So let's imagine for a second that this is now a single taxpayer with $111,000. Let's go ahead and continue. So we subtract line 3 from line 2, and we come up with $16,000. For a married couple filing jointly, we would put $30,000. For a single person or any other tax filing status, we would put $15,000. So if the line 4 amount is greater than the line 15 amount, you would stop here. We can't claim the deduction, or we can't make a contribution to a Coverdell ESA in the tax year. Let's change this number so now we can take a deduction or a contribution. We can make a contribution, but we can't make a full $2,000 contribution. In order to calculate this, we would divide line 4 by line 5, and enter the result here as a decimal. So I believe that would be 0.800. I'll move that over there so we can all see it together. And now we're going to multiply this line 8 number by line 1. So 80% of the $2,000 number basically is going to be $1,600. And then we're going to subtract that amount from the line 1, and we come up with $400. So, and if you follow the logic, it does make sense because we're not quite at that phase out. At this point, the phase out would be like 100 and, well, sorry, I changed these numbers around. So the phase out would be we would be pretty close to the phase out, but not quite there. So if we're 80% through the phase out, then it would make sense that we have to skip 80% of our otherwise eligible contribution, which means we can still take that 20%. It's not much, but it's better than nothing. So this worksheet walk through both of these hopefully will help demonstrate how you calculate your modified adjusted gross income for purposes of contributing to a Coverdell ESA, as well as how much you can contribute to that ESA in a given tax year. So we'll put links in the show notes to the articles and videos that we've produced about these forms that we mentioned in this video. If you like our articles, please subscribe to our newsletter. If you like our YouTube videos, please subscribe to our channel. And if you have any questions, comments, or if there's a topic you'd like to see discussed in an upcoming video, please hit me up in the comments section. Thank you very much and have a great day.